All right, where are we at? For those of you who are working with me, or those of you who are working with other practitioners where you have access to emotional scans or AO scans, or what I, for most of my patients, we're utilizing the inner voice reports. I'm going to show you my latest scan. This is from yesterday. So I'm going to be open. I'm going to be very, very, very transparent here about my own health, at least my emotional health or the frequencies thereof. Now, for some of you, you don't understand what I'm talking about at all. Go on over to drdarrylwellness.com, click on the consultation button, schedule a virtual consultation so that we can go over what aspects of this scanning system might be right for you. For those people who are subscribed to the portal, they get a scan a week regardless. For people who are working with me, they're being scanned a little bit differently, or you can just get your own subscription and scan yourself, scan your pets, scan your own family. My goal is to teach people how to better equip their own family for better health. So however it is that's going to be best for you, we'll talk about that. This is the screen that comes up that you're seeing here on the iPad. This is the screen that comes up when you do an inner voice report. Now, for some people, they just want the medicine. So what we're looking at here are 4 notes that are out of balance and the 4 tones that are put together from a frequency standpoint that's going to help balance it out. First page that you're going to see are all of your notes that are out of balance, or all of your notes in general, and you'll see that the top 4 in a second are out of balance. Most people don't pay any attention to these numbers at the top. I do. For me, the numbers at the top very often have extreme meanings, and my scan yesterday is one of those times. Look at my top number. It's 26.2. 26.2 for me doesn't mean anything on its own, but look at all of the rest of these numbers. The rest of these numbers are not even close to 26.2. They're rather close to one another, but there becomes a huge jump right here on 26.2. So I'm just going to go down to that particular note, and I'm going to look at the variation of it. That particular note, from an emotional standpoint, has everything to do with low self-esteem versus self-accepting. And I'm going to go down here to the vitals. And the vitals have vitamin C, vitamin B9, vitamin B1. Those are the vitals frequencies that are not showing inside of me, or showing inside of me, that could use some level of support. Now, because that number was so much higher than all of the rest, I'm going to look at that a little bit deeper, and I'm probably going to take my full spectrum vitamin B today, just to make sure that I am replacing everything that I need from a B standpoint. And then I look down here at imbalances and suggestion, and look at that. Liver is showing up. Nervous system is showing up. Large intestine is showing up. So I'm going to look at these areas of my own body. I'm going to do the emotional frequencies that are at the top that I told you about, but I'm also going to look at these areas of my own body, and I'm going to try to see whether or not there's something I can do that will help to balance that out, or whether or not that is emotionally playing out for me stronger than everything else. I'm also going to use my lime green glasses when I listen to my tones. I'm going to listen to all of my tones, but I'm going to put on the lime green glasses in order to support that. All right. So again, when you are working with this scanning system, this tells you how to utilize it. It gives you some idea of how to look at this. If you're working with me, you probably have already gotten my instructions, because I have a little, actually 2 videos that I send to people that kind of show you how I want you to look at things. And we look at that slightly differently than some other practitioners, because again, I give more weight to numbers when there's an extreme difference. If the high number is way off or the low number is way off, I zero in on that. I listen to all the tones, but I'll zero in on that particular one a little bit more. If for some reason you don't have access to any of this, and you want to try, I do 10 emotional scans per month at no charge for people who, 10 scans per week at no charge for people who aren't already working with me and they want to find out how their emotional, how their emotions are affected. What is that website? I have a specific website for that. See if I can find it here. Here it is. www.myemotionalscan.com. If you go to that website, you can put in your information and get your scan. All right.